Peace, peace. This your boy Nightlife 79. Back one more time. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Run them likes up. Put me in the algorithm. Hey, today I got a special one, man. It's actually the first female entrepreneur on the channel. I hope you guys like what I'm bringing. We got Mia here. So just gonna get right into it. Mia, if you don't mind, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your business.
I'm Mia from Gainesville, Georgia. Well, raised in Gainesville, born in Providence, Rhode Island, but I've been here about all my life. Been in the hair business. Started when I was a kid, raised under my grandmother Sandra. Started in her salon, S&D Beauty Salon. I'll say probably like at the age of, say 13, I started, well, I lived with my grandmother, so I grew up in a salon, so I didn't have no choice but to, be in that environment. My dad, he's also a hairstylist. My mom and, my aunts. So I grew up in it, couldn't escape it.
Yeah. So I guess it's safe to say that with it being around you all your life, it was something that was easy for you to gravitate to.
Yeah.
And it's almost like being in your family. It was like it was just a part of who you are. So there was no thought in it. You jumped right into it and kind of took off.
Yeah.
Right? With that though, what made you jump off the porch, honestly, and just start your own outside of watching your family and their own aspirations of what they did with a salon? What made you say, you know what, this is something that I could definitely do to make a living off of?
Well, I couldn't see me doing nothing else. Let me go back. So after high school, I started, working in the doing bondsman. And after I had my first child, that's when I went full time in the salon. Yeah. Which Rain is what, 13 now? So that's when I went full time doing hair. And I had opened up a beauty supply store also. That was my first business outside of working in my grandmother's shop. And I did that probably like in, around 2009. And so I kept that up, and then, I got married in 2011 with Rico, and I ended up giving him that business, and we opened up a beauty supply store. We were selling hair and stuff, and then he kind of turned it into a barbershop. Then I went back, still working in my grandmother's shop, so I've always been up under her. And then outside I had my, the hair supplies, and then I started doing wigs probably in around 2013. And I took off with that. So that's kind of like my side business, making wigs.
That's excellent. Even with myself, finding my own purpose and preparing to jump off the porch into my own entrepreneurship. Tell us about some challenges that you faced. I know that it's a very general question, could actually be a loaded question, but for the young entrepreneurs, or even the ones that's our age or even older, that's preparing themselves to jump off their porch, what are some challenges that you faced early on, especially in your business?
I would say, as far as like finding out what the right kind of products to get, it's kind of hard getting somebody to mentor you or tell you, like, what to, like, for instance, so when I started my hair business, I kind of had to spend a lot of money trying to find like the right hair, and finding vendors and stuff. So that was a challenge, wasting money because some hair wasn't good, so I would tell anybody, just whatever challenge you run into, just keep going, and, don't stop, whatever, just keep going.
So much like anything else, you get out of it what you put in it. Yeah. I can imagine the countless hours that you put in to even understanding the actual business and to find the certain qualities of hair. Being from the area and everybody knowing you and growing up in the area, was it difficult to have the clientele? Did you take some clientele from what your family previously had, and how did that jump on?
I think with me being in in it so long as a young child, like it kind of like some of my grandma clients, they end up coming to me. So, and I don't think I took anybody clients like for us outside. You know,
Yeah.
my clients been around me for a long time,
Yeah.
so I kind of have faithful clients.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I'm not going to pan around the room, but every time I hear, you know, shop full, you got your regular people who come by, so your work speaks for itself. So I'll be one of the ones to say publicly, extremely proud of you for everything that you've
Thank
put
you.
forth, and I'm sure the community is as well. Can't wait to share this. And the last thing I'll hit you with or ask you about, give some advice, especially, you know, thinking about your daughter, thinking about other ones that are around here. Give some advice to the youth on how they can prepare themselves to basically tack on or follow the same path that you did, or see if they're even prepared to jump out there. Talk more about financial literacy.
I'll just say what I always tell my daughter. Regardless, you know, if when I'm gone, you just gonna have you. So you need to start now and be figuring out what you're gonna do, because you can't depend on nobody. So I always tell her that you need to make a way for you, and I would advise every child or every young person to start your own business, you know, so that way you don't have to depend on nobody and have to worry about clocking in for nobody. Just, you know, figure out something that you like doing and take it, and, you know, make a business out of it, because it'll be a passion for you, so you'll enjoy it. You know, same thing I'm doing.
Absolutely. And to forge that path going forward takes a lot of courage, takes a lot of endurance. At the end of the day, a lot of people are living a dream, it's just not their dream. So when you find people who are actually living their dream, it's always intriguing. Well, if you want to close it out again, if you want to shout your shop out, give the address, where you're located, for those around the world even who may even see this video.
Okay, we're at 969 Athens Street in Gainesville, Georgia, and you can follow me on Instagram at Wut Wig Boutique, and Facebook is Mia Dawn.
Wut Wig Boutique, Facebook is Mia Dawn.
Yep.
Y'all hear that? Well, peace, Mia. Really appreciate this interview. Again, hey, the first female on the channel. Really excited to edit this one and put it up. Nightlife79, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Run me up in the algorithms. Peace.